And we're back with another episode of How Stupid Is Your Government? Yes, looking at the new government form 1099 non-employee compensation, there is an interesting factoid that they actually print the first page in red. Why do they do it in red? Well, it's so you can't use the online PDF. You must order an official printed version because, you know, they're trying to save the earth here, people. And if you do use this one, trying to, save on resources, mail, ink, things like that, well, there will be penalties for doing it. Copy A of this form is provided for informational purposes only. However, if you look below, it is the only copy for the Internal Revenue Service Center. None of the other copies in this form is for the IRS. So what they're telling you is that the first form, which is the only one that goes to them, is for information purposes only. Copy A appears in red, similar to the official IRS form. And even though you got this from the IRS, from their very website, it is not an IRS form. Why is the IRS website giving out non-IRS forms? Your guess is as good as mine. The official printed version of Copy A of the IRS form is scannable, but the online version of it printed from this website is not. Do not print and file Copy A downloaded from this website. A penalty may be imposed for filing with the IRS information return forms, blah, 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 blah. Does this not seem like a form of entrapment? Hey, here's a form from your friendly government. It looks legit. It functions just fine. In fact, I know they can be scanned because I've scanned one myself today. But if you do, you're going to get fined and possibly go to jail. And to make matters worse, when you go to see what kind of penalties there are, see Part O in the current general instructions, which we'll go to, general instructions. Yes, in going to Section O, there's additional language which will tell you what you should or should not do and what you can get in trouble for, which is basically anything and several things 2 ways from Sunday. There are fees that you must pay if you file on the wrong form, which apparently the form they have on their website, yes, the official IRS website, is the wrong form, and if you use the not official form from the IRS website, you will be fined these penalties. What happens if you don't pay these penalties? Well, of course, they're going to arrest you. What happens if you don't go peacefully to be arrested? They will take out their government gun and they will shoot you. Because that's what government is. Government is the only monopoly-based business with a monopoly on violence. And not only are they at that, but they set up this very convoluted way of letting you know that they're going to fuck you. It's just a question of how, because they have 50 ways to do it. This should be a one-line item on a website with no forms required. To injury, when you go to the government website and you go down through the long list of forms and add them, they're going to ship them, yes, physically ship them to you. Granted, they have very restrictive deadlines for anybody who works for a living. Getting all of this ready in 30 days if your busy season happens to be January, well, fuck you anyway. We're going to force this on you, and we're going to rely on the U.S. Postal Service to get it to you on time. And isn't that just precious? It's only going to take 10 days. When you have a 30-day limit or you will be fined, subsequently arrested, shot, or thrown in jail, and they're going to take 10 days out of that time just after you order the forms. Then don't forget they must receive them by a certain date, which is going to take probably another 5 to 10 days, depending on the post office turnaround time, in order to ship it to them. So you basically, within 10 days, right after New Year's, must order all your forms, immediately prepare them, and send them right back around in the mail, and you have a 10-day window of where it might work. This is our government. And folks, just to drive the point home here, I just printed this out from their unofficial, not allowed to be printed form that they display prominently both on their website and through search engines. Does that look like it is not legible or scannable to you? Why do they not put out a form with black ink if they will not accept red? Why would they publish in red?